Winter's coming, so it's time to talk all things wardrobe staples. Okay, we are at breakneck speed headed to Thanksgiving and then right on into Christmas and then New Year's Eve, and I am here for it. And if you need a little holiday inspiration as far as gifts, I'm going to share some of our gift guides. We'll link that down below. I also recently did a video on holiday outfits, and that will also be linked down below. But today, I thought I would focus on winter wardrobe essentials because guess what? Yep, right in the middle of the holidays, winter starts knocking on the door. Old man winter, I'm never quite ready to greet him, but he will be here before you know it. And it is honestly my least favorite fashion season, and that's just because we have so many different weather conditions that we have to face. The elements are completely going to dictate what we have to wear. So of course we have to be thinking about coats and boots and scarves and all the things that are going to beat old man winter when he does arrive and brings that, negative, maybe when we lived in Minnesota, the wind chill would be like 70 below or, something insane like that. So, and then you have the snow and the slush and all of that. And that's probably why I live in Georgia. But anyway, today we're going to focus on those wardrobe winter essentials because no matter what the weather, throws our way, we can still step out the door being warm and being stylish. So I just did a roundup and you're not going to be shocked at what I have on my list, but it's just bears repeating to be prepared when winter does arrive. So first up are cozy sweaters. And honestly, once fall rolls into town, I am the first person to haul out all of my sweaters because I do love a cozy sweater. And for sure, once winter is here, that is what I reach for time and time again. But hands down, finding a great turtleneck that's super warm is key for when I dress for winter weather. And I've shared many times before that J. McLaughlin has my all-time favorite turtleneck on hand. It's called the Arlette. That comes in a variety of colors and even stripes. I own at least 4 or 5, and I'm thinking of adding a new one this year. But I just love the fit. The turtleneck is not too constricting. And it keeps me warm, but it doesn't overheat me. So that's one of the reasons, or several reasons, why I love it. But for added warmth, if it's a really chilly day, you can add a thin, long sleeve tee underneath. And that makes a huge difference in staying warm and toasty, as well as having a great collection of sweaters, because that is the key to staying warm and one of my winter wardrobe essentials. So for classics, of course, we want to stick to the solid colors. Those are the neutrals, blacks, camels, grays, ivories. You just can't go wrong with any of those. And they'll just go with so many things. But again, just pay attention to your fit and your silhouette that you truly love and feel your best in. So maybe that's a crew neck. I just talked about turtlenecks. I love those. Maybe you like a V-neck. There are boat necks. There's a variety of silhouettes out there. So just experiment and find the ones that you love best. And when you invest in natural fabrics, natural fibers, your sweaters are going to last for years. And that's very important to be thinking about that too. They are investments. And when you store them during the off season, just make sure that you have cedar chips or some sachets to put in with your, whether you put them in a drawer or, maybe you store them in a sweater box. Just make sure that you have those so the moths will stay away. Honestly, any traditional style that you love is going to work. So just think about your personal style and ensure that you invest in your pieces that you're going to wear forever. And here are just a couple of quick style tips. You can pair a sweater over a dress and it really looks like a skirt sweater combo. So that's a nice little style trick. And look for a relaxed fit that you can comfortably layer over that long sleeve tee for extra warmth. And me personally, I stay away from synthetics in favor of all natural fabrics, but I do know that we each have our price point. So go with a price point that is perfect for you, and then you can invest in, they have those little sweater machines. I can't think of what the name of it is, but it's battery operated. I'll link one down below, and then you can just take the pills off of your sweater. So there are things that we can do to help our sweaters stay beautiful for years and years. And next on my winter wardrobe essential list is a cozy scarf, because a big cozy scarf, did I say scarf? Cozy scarf that's made of quality material like cashmere is 100% worth the investment. They're insanely luxurious and can be worn as a pashmina to weddings or events, and they're great as a travel wrap. I love to bring one as a travel wrap because they're easily, stowed in my tote, and then I can pull it out when those plain temps, dip down and they're super, super chilly. So I can't recommend, as I said, a cashmere scarf enough. They're pricey, but they're so worth it. And they make for a great gift too. And scarves help to keep our neck and ears nice and warm, which really can make or break your mood if you're stuck outside in the bitter cold. So grab a scarf in a classic color that works with your closet's current color palette. For me, that could be a good gray scarf that also looks beautiful with one of my camel coats that I have. But classic black works well too, or a great earthy tone like burgundy or olive if you're more into those hues. And actually, years ago, this was very popular, but infinity scarves were huge. And they really are very nice in the wintertime because they just have an endless circle of comfort and cozy. So don't think that you're, so out of date if you have an infinity scarf from when they were trending a few years ago. Because honestly, I think they look amazing with your winter coat. So, and as I said, invest in a cashmere scarf in a neutral color. You're going to reach for it again and again. And for extra versatility, find a scarf that's long enough to be worn either draped loose or knotted. And one thing that winter does a number on is my skin. I don't know about you, but it really does. With the fluctuating temperatures, it's cold, then it's dry, and then my skin also gets dry once the colder weather has arrived. All that water I love to drink during the hot summer months, well, I don't know, but not so much during the winter months. But I do like to drink tea. So today I'm partnering with Peak, known for their organic Sun Goddess matcha tea. But that's not all Peak carries. I was thrilled to discover Peak's Radiant Skin Duo that combines their Sun Goddess matcha tea with BT Fountain, a beauty electrolyte that helps hydrate, repair, detoxify, and brighten my skin from within. And recently I attended a wedding, and I am not joking when I tell you that every 20 or 30 something at the wedding was singing the praises of electrolytes and how they religiously add them to their self-care routine. Electrolytes are nothing new, but they have been gaining in popularity in recent years, and no wonder. BT Fountain is a hydrating and repairing beauty drink that's easy to whip up thanks to the frother that comes with the Radiant Duo. But I love that BT Fountain contains electrolytes and minerals like magnesium and potassium that help my body absorb water more effectively, which keeps my skin hydrated and bouncy all winter long. Combine it with Sun Goddess matcha, that's organic ceremonial grade matcha, and it's good hot or cold, morning or afternoon. During the winter, I love to drink it hot. One thing's for certain, I absolutely love this duo. I try to drink electrolytes first thing in the morning to start my day off with proper hydration, and then I use matcha in the afternoon because it's so easy to make a matcha latte for a pick-me-up or just drinking it as the tea, warm tea. It's easier than ever to keep a consistent routine with pre-measured sachets. They dissolve in both hot and cold water and taste delicious. So right now, spend $150 at Peak and receive a complimentary winter defense pouch with 16 samples of tea to keep you healthy all season long. Use my discount link located in the description box and pinned comment, and that's peak.com/Beth Djalali. And as I said, everything's linked down below in the description box. So next on my winter wardrobe essential list is a flattering coat. And actually, I like to add that you want a coat that's a dressier coat, and then you want a coat that's a little bit more casual. So I like puffers for the casual ones, and then just a beautiful, maybe a camel coat or a gray wool, something like that. But when you find a good coat, it can truly last you for years and stand the test of time. And that is so important because they can be a big investment. A good winter coat should be flattering for your shape, warm, and also work with most of your wardrobe. From the office to cocktails to just casual day-to-day looks, a good neutral color is a great idea to ensure you don't get sick of it. Plus, one that can work for many occasions is always ideal. I also love a good plaid coat for the season and having a solid color if that's in your budget. And I lived in cold weather climates for years and years, so I really do have a beautiful collection of coats dating, way back, because as I said, they are an investment. But if you just start off with the neutrals, then you can go to the plaids or prints, and then you can go to the puffers. But we all know that a coat is very important to have, and we will get a lot of use out of it when those temps are chilly. And as I mentioned, I'm a big fan of puffer jackets to stay extra warm. And I love this one, so I purchased this from Ralph Lauren, maybe last year, maybe the year before, but it has just a beautiful plaid in neutral colors, and it goes with absolutely everything and makes a bold statement. So look for modern silhouettes and fashion-forward details to stand out from the crowd, and consider a looser fit to ensure wearability over those chunky layers, those cozy, chunky sweaters. And it would so help the channel grow if you do these 3 things: like, share, comment, and of course, hit the subscription box down below and the notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming your way. And next on my list are winter boots. Right? Because nothing is more miserable than having cold feet. Warm winter boots make all the difference in staying warm. I vote for waterproof ones so you don't have to worry about them. There are tons of great styles to choose from that don't look like a snow boot either, which is my favorite winter style tip. There's no need for a hideous snow boot unless you live somewhere with tons and tons of snow and you really want that and you're out there snowmobiling or you're out there, shoveling snow. And I remember those days, so don't neglect those serious snow boots. But if you're in a climate like me in Georgia, I don't really need them, so I'm going to look for the stylish one. But for added warmth, try a waterproof knee-high boot. I like to wear a good knee-high boot over my skinny jeans because it helps to keep out that wind, and it'll help keep your legs even warmer. And next on my list are gloves. And I think that accessories in the wintertime, that's where you really can bring out, that's when you can add pizzazz to your outfit. And gloves and hats, scarves, those are easy ways to add that, that little extra something to your outfit. And gloves can be one of the most overlooked winter accessories, especially if you don't truly live in freezing climates. And I think maybe because I did grow up in the Midwest, gloves are always top of mind. So I love leather ones. I like, the ones that have the touch screen, finger in them. Even mittens, I love them. And I wear mine often, even here in Georgia, because it makes such a difference with my body temperature. And honestly, when I go out and I start the car and it's been sitting out in a parking lot and it's really cold, there's nothing worse than having your cold hands on that cold steering wheel. And yes, cars have come a long way and they have, built-in, heaters on the steering wheels now. But if you don't have that, it's so important to have a glove, and that really makes all the difference. So whether you just go for a super basic and a knit glove or upgrade to something a bit more luxurious like a leather glove, either way, this is a winter staple I would not take for granted. And With this being such an easy and affordable accessory, it's a no-brainer to have a few options to pull from. And hats. Hats are definitely on my wardrobe winter essential list. And that's because hats are definitely an essential in the winter when it's freezing. I love beanies, but fedoras and baseball caps are also great. They just don't give you the same warmth as a beanie. So look for different options out there. And beanies, I mean, oh my gosh, they come in a variety. I mean, you can get cashmere beanies, you can get striped beanies. I mean, there's so many options with the beanies. But wool fedoras, I think, just add that elegant little extra something to an outfit, so don't discount that either. And baseball caps, I don't typically wear as much, but I know that some of you really do like them, especially if you have longer hair. And it's just, great, when you pull your hair back in a ponytail. So I'll have a few of those linked down below too. And next up are sweater dresses, because they are such a great option for when you need to dress up, but you want to stay warm. You can wear them with tights, tall socks, and boots, or with bare legs. But they're a cozy option for a winter dress. And here's a couple style tips. For added warmth, pair it with your favorite tight. Choose from form-fitting style or a relaxed version, depending on your preference or body shape. And find one that is colorful but muted enough that it matches well with your typical winter palette. And honestly, I don't think anything looks better than a sweater dress and a pair of really chic boots. And next on my list is a cashmere wrap or even a cape. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had a cape, but I have a lot of cashmere wraps because they're the perfect classic wardrobe essential to always have on hand, ready to grab at a moment's notice for a dinner out or to stay warm while traveling. And I know that J. Crew always comes out with a cashmere wrap every year. And you can even, think about like ponchos too. They're cashmere ponchos. Some are not like bulky at all. They're very streamlined, so don't discount that either. But honestly, a cashmere wrap is going to instantly elevate anything you're wearing. And I did touch base under the cozy sweater section about turtlenecks, but it bears repeating because honestly, this is one of my favorite winter wardrobe staples because the minute the weather starts to cool down, I can't wait to reach for one of my favorite closet staple pieces, and that is the classic turtleneck. A high-quality turtleneck is a wardrobe basic that can be worn in so many different ways. I love pairing them with skirts and tall boots in the fall and wearing them under cardigans with jeans in the winter. So as I mentioned, J. McLaughlin is hands down my favorite bare arlette that comes in so many beautiful colors and stripes. Their quality is excellent and it's not too sheer. And a big thank you to Peak for this sponsored post. And thank you, my lovely viewers, for supporting the brands that allow me to bring you fresh ideas. So I hope you found a little winter inspiration. It can be a challenging season to find stylish clothes, but we do our best. Of course, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.